These rivet guys will shoot you through if you get too close. I'm gonna try and slip through the back way myself. I like a rivet challenge.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Careful now. That's a trap. Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Go no further. We are at ritual. Do not disturb us. Enter then. Keep respect. I see the good in you. Pass freely.
I see you. We are in ritual for a fallen brother. You may talk to Tova. Do not break ritual. The elf is Sarius. He dies in battle against lone wolves. Our ritual honors him and hastens his return as an ancestor tree. Thank you. Sarius dies well. Dies as an elf warrior. We have little, but what we have we may trade. Fair bargain.
Wood to wood, birth to birth.
I see you.
Three battle-weary elven warriors make ritual over the body of a fallen comrade. They're chanting low and fierce. The pain of their loss is manifest in every word.
Blood to earth, to wood, to birth. The blood of Sarius to this earth.
The tallest, strongest elf, whom you take to be the leader, gives you a disapproving look, then turns away. She places the tip of a long-bladed spear on poor dead Sarius's chest bone.
Blood to earth.
Her companions reach out and grasp the spear, ready to plunge it into Sarius's heart. The leader gives you a curious look, then turns away.
Blood to earth.
Together they plunge the blade deep into Sarius's heart, then twist 3 times in practiced motion. Blood flows freely to the ground, and Sarius's heart lies open to the world, neatly cut in 4.
Blood to blood.
Each warrior plucks a piece of heart and places it in their mouth. Chewing solemnly, their leader looks to you to see what you will do. Saria's memories flood you. A warrior proud and true, you fight the lone wolves at the sawmill for Saheila, your scion, and for the future of all the elves, or all that still remain. But the fight goes ill. You and Tova draw fire that your friends may flee. You die in Tova's arms. With the barest blink, Tova accepts your good wishes, then turns back to the corpse.
Sarius is a warrior, proud and true. Blood to blood, earth to earth, wood to wood, birth to birth. Sarius becomes his tree. May Sarius take root.
The elves pick Sarius's bloody corpse from the ground. Tova looks to you, then shakes her head. You should not help. The elves send Sarius to his final resting place. His corpse rolls to a stop at the bottom of the pit. The elven leader stands and stares at her fallen comrade. Then she wipes away a tear and turns away.
Heal your wounds. We need you standing.
Healed or not, I fight.
Bind that wound
And
that it
kill
does
the
not
lone
fester.
wolves all.
Bind that wound that it does not fester.
The tall elf stares into the pit with dry, bloodshot eyes, her face betraying no emotion. She does not turn toward you.
That is our business. I thank you for honoring Sarius. But perhaps it is best if you move on.
She nods and casts her gaze back into the pit where her comrade lies.
We lose too much. We lose our homes. We lose our safety. We lose each other.
She looks into your eyes, her face set in a fierce frown.
It is enough. No more. Yes, it is as though Tierson Dilius himself forgets us. There is no fate for us but the one we make. You attempt to honor us during the ritual. You attempt to honor Sarius. You help remember him. But we need help still, or we perish here. Not only these people here, but all of us. I wonder if you honor us once more. It is something of great importance to me and to our people. Our home forests are gone. The great trees are cut to pieces. The memories inside them nearly lost. They become nothingness unless we find our scion.
Bind that wound that it does not fester.
Not lost. Taken. All our memories. Everything the ancestor trees knew. Our seed for the future. Stolen from us. She is...
Her voice catches in her throat.
She is my daughter. Her name is Saheila, and she is taken from us. That is why we come here. That is why we lose Sarius, to find her. If she is lost, if our scion is lost, all our people are lost. She is everything.
Her eyes narrow, her fists clench, and her mouth tightens to a thin line.
Do you know the lone wolves? Yes,
Savage is just right. They care for gold, not life. Saheila is taken to Fort Joy, and the wolves steal her from there. But she is strong. She is calm. She sees so much. Too much for one so young. We come here to get her back, to bring her home. She is everything to me. She is everything to us. You do. You speak to her. Then you understand. You see what a gentle soul she is. You see how kind. She is not only a scion, but a precious child. She cannot be lost. You honor us. I fear it is impossible for one of my kind to enter their base. They know we are here. They expect us. But you have been away from the tribes. It is in your speech. It is in the way you walk. Perhaps you have a chance still. She is taken by their leader, a savage man named Roost Anlon. I do not know why, but I know she must return to me. If I lose her, I cannot lose her. We plan another assault. We cannot give up. It is better for us all to die than for Saheila to be lost. I only hope perhaps you find her before then. Good luck. Please, hurry. Anything you can find out. Anything...
I see the good in you. We are in ritual for our comrade Sarius, dead at the hand of a lone wolf. Sarius is a warrior, good and true, but he is not yet lost. May his tree take root and grow. This is no well of souls. It is but a hastily dug pit. We stand ritual in this moment more in hope than faith. I fear the future if our trees do not take root. Our lands fell beneath the mists of death, and many trees are lost. Without our trees, we too, we elves, are lost. I see the good in you.
I see you. Worry not. The wound tells the eye a lie. In truth, the pain is not so bad. The lone wolf in the mill, who cuts me so, has luck upon his side. For now, not so our own dear Sarius. We have our reasons, and they are good, but they are not for me to tell. Tova leads us, and leads us well, from the moment the mists of death descend, right to this moment here. Tova is our hope. Tova leads the way.
Once more, we
I see you.
And kill the lone wolves all.
I see you. We have little, but what we have, fair bargain. I see you.
I see the good in you.
Please. Roost and Lawn, and you must find your way inside the sawmill.
What's this? I found something. I suspect these skulls were left here as a warning. Don't expect a welcome.
This is blasphemy! Don't look, Quercus! The forest will reclaim this hellscape when the time comes.
What's this? I found something.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Focus!
Almost got me that time.
A long and glorious litany of gruesome murder plays out before you. But all of it is underlaid with a yawning chasm in your heart, a deep and desperate yearning to be loved.
Careful now. That's a trap. I should neutralize this thing before it does damage. Careful now. That's a trap. Careful now. That's a trap.
Did you expect a needle?
Greet the Reaper for me.
The Divine Order? What the devil? The contract seems to predate Alexander's ascension, too.
You are a young elf, very young. Still, the memories of eons dance inside you. You watch them like a play behind your eyelids. You are asleep in your family home when Roost's people steal in like a plague. A hand over your mouth, a hurried journey through the forests. You won't tell Roost how to find the others. The end comes quick. They tried to hide you. They put you in a cellar. They put you in a cave. They put you in the hills. They put you in a pit. In the end, Roost found you anyway. He tried to find your memories by drilling a hole in your skull. It didn't work, but you were finally free. You are running through a barren landscape. Brambles and weeds scratch at your ankles. Your heart is pumping acid, but you can't stop. Something catches you around the chest and you fall. The roughed ground scrapes burns into the flesh of your bare arms, your knees, your face, you as you skid to a stop. Footsteps approach. That's the Scion, a rough voice calls. Kill him!
I know you come for me again. I know you do. I know I only have to wait. Do we return now? To the others? My people wait for me nearby. Yes, thank you. I see you so clearly. I see the goodness in you. Let's go.
The surface of the mirror ripples with a sickly haze. As you gaze into its surface, the haze forms shapes, and the shapes jerk into a figure. You see the outline of a skull, perhaps once an elf, though the flesh has all but rotted from his bones. What remains is the flat, dull color of sick. Behind him march ornately clad Black Ring. The picture flickers, fades, then returns in full relief. Beneath the din of the marching soldiers, or perhaps alongside it, a voice snags in your mind, like a fishhook in an open eye. It makes a demand. Tell it if you killed another Godwoken. The image strains and flickers again. Each time it comes into focus, a dull ache squeezes your head like a vice, tighter, tighter, unbearably tight. The image flickers and fades to a hazy sheen once more, and the pressure vanishes. There's no denying what you saw. The Black Ring itself is hunting you, or at least paying others to do so. It's impossible to tell who might be working for them. You eye your companions.
Man's best friend is his sword. His only friend to boot.
Well, as a lone wolf with a standing contract to kill Godwoken, I trust you.
Money makes blind. I wonder how many of you can still see the light of day.
yourself!
Greet the Reaper for me.
Glory is mine!
I'll yield to none.
is mine.
The Fletcher trembles before the mass of bodies littering the camp, then looks you in the eyes.
They're dead. That means I can leave. Well, sure I do. I'm a Fletcher. Damn good one, actually. That's why I'm here. Roost forced me to work for him. After being trapped in this decimated ruin, a bit of sea air could be just what I need to relax. Decide what comes next. Thank you.
He reaches for your hand and shakes it, his eyes smiling.
It's a deal. Must be moored off the Driftwood Harbour, right? I'll meet you there. Thank you.
We continue. We go on.
My baby, my girl, there you are.
Mother! Honored one, we have time to speak later, but first I must speak to Sabil. Too long do I keep silent, too long do I wait, no more. I long await this moment, Sabil. Finally, we speak among tree and kin.
Saheila pats Sabil's right arm with a warm, motherly smile, but then her fingers run across the names tattooed upon her skin, and her blind eyes see it all. She pulls her hand back as if scalded, shock temporarily overpowering her.
My child, what is wrong?
These names, they're the names of the dead, of the scions of our people.
I don't know. The names, they are scions.
Of course, your servants, your champions, your worshippers. Do you not remember, Sabil?
You are the prime scion.
You're like I am, only far greater. I am but a limb, a branch where once there were many. You are the heart. You are the hope for our new homeland, the promise of our future, the very reason we do not give in to despair.
You speak falsehoods. If I were a scion, I'd know it. I'd feel it with every beat of my heart.
Your heart's been dulled. You're confused. You're conflicted. And all because...
Her darkened eyes scour her body with an uncanny intensity.
All because of this.
She reaches for Sabil's cheek with a sure hand and softly traces her scar with her thumb.
Careful.
Such unspeakable horror, this thing. I see all now. I figure who you are. The one we fear. The needle in the night. The scion that is scion killer. That is who you are, is it not?
Sabil's eyes close. You can only imagine the scenes of bloody murder she sees in her very own dark.
I was forced to.
You cause much grief. Diliana, Kuma, Silius, Mindaran, all the many others on your long, lean arm. Dead friends. They are dead because you run away. They are dead because you do not want to be the heart. Your fear is how Roost captures you. Your fear is how they scar you. The scar makes you kill scions. Without scions, all elves die. If all elves die, the fault is yours.
She grabs her brusquely, forces her face close to Sabil's.
You remember. My blind eyes make you see.
Sabil is forced to look into Saheila's murky white eyes. It looks like she's about to collapse. Sabil falls forward into Saheila's arms. She holds her close and soothingly strokes her hair.
I saw it all. Me, the prime scion, destined to be the heart that pulses at the center of all ancestor trees. But the great mother tree spoke of death and domination. I hated her, fled from her, only to end in a strange land among unkind strangers. First there was Roost, then the Master.
She smiles and strokes your cheek.
Thank you.
But we understand not.
We demand you be the heart.
You are the greatest of us all. The prime scion. We need you. You must go to the nameless isle where the mother tree roots.
She is sick with fog that undid so many. She is dying. We've need of a new mother. Of you. His words are wise, Sabil.
They have a certain ring to them.
Sabil is her own calm self again. Her eyes trace a bird of prey, black against blue in the sky.
The mother, the master. We'll see. It is not a decision for today.
But the nameless isle awaits. The great mother calls you with every breath of wind that rustles through her leaves.
Heed her call, Sabil. It rustles for you. You are a new mother to us all. The heart that beats in our every chest.
To be the heart or to be heartless? Is that it? Wouldn't count your chickens just yet.
My dearest friend, the one who saves me.
You give us everything.
Thank you for helping me. Without you, I am already dead.
You save us all. My girl is back. Our scion is back.
I know what you need, and I can help you. We can help you.
She crouches down, placing a hand on the earthen ground.
Can you hear them? Their roots stretch beneath us, even now. Yes, they are cut down, destroyed and defiled. But our roots run deeper than any know. Our roots cross the world many times over. I will link you. You will hear them. They will feed you. Increase the source in you. Increase the power.
She leans toward you, her veiled eyes directed toward the ground. The slightest of smiles plays over her lips, then vanishes.
A space inside you clears. You have room for more source. You have room for more everything. You have room for the whispers of the trees. Hold your hand to the ground. I hold my hand over yours. We breathe together. We call the spirit of the trees to us. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale.
With each in-breath, the voices flutter in, whispers at first, then gentle murmurs like water over rocks. The wind of the voices enters you as you and Saheila breathe together. It travels down your throat, into your belly, around your heart. Suddenly, your blood runs icy cold, then warms again. The wind seems to search you for space it can inhabit, but it is expelled with your next outbreath.
Ah, you are replete. You open yourself to a great deal of source already. There is no space for us, no space for the trees. There is little more to do then. I must go, and so must you. But take this. Perhaps it helps you on your journey. You feel my gratitude in it. You feel my thanks.
I give you something too. A thanks.
Take this spear. It destroys evil. It helps you. You help us more than you know. We make arrangements. We travel soon. I must meet someone who can help us. I say no more than this. But I do wish you good luck. And perhaps we meet again someday.
Bind that wound that it does not fester. Bind that wound that it does not fester.
The tree-form spirit slowly, oh so slowly, becomes aware of you. When he speaks, it's low and slow. He grumbles, as if in discomfort or in pain.
I see you. A lone wolf took my life as I tried to take hers. She fought the battle well, at least as well as I. The mill ran red with blood. Much of it was mine. No, not at all. This pain right now is from taking root. This pain is good. This pain is life. That time is past. That fight is done. You must fight your own fight. You must win your own war.
With a last great creaking groan, he returns to the business of securing his roots and takes his leave of you.
away from me, you lone wolf tosser. Oh, is that supposed to scare me? You all have those ridiculous names. The Wayward Owl, the Fidgety Lavender, the Overturned Bucket. Your lone wolf brothers kick the shite out of me and send me into an accursed minefield where my cart gets blown up and I get killed, and all you can do is tell me to have more respect. Nothing you can do is worse than that. Yep, this is worse. God damn it, I hate lone.
The ghostly elf stands protectively over his corpse, eyes darting across the minefield. His gaze never quite falls on you. The ghostly elf stands. You are a warrior, proud and true. You saw your people die as the death fog consumed the forest. You heard them scream and then fall silent. You came for revenge, and you found your own death. The ghost leaps backward, but he can't stop his source from funneling into you. He casts one last desperate look at his remains, then vanishes.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of
Avoid woken
vinegar.
are everywhere.
Then don't come
Thank
over.
the divine you're
Not like
here
you're
to
buying
protect
anything.
us.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Yes, yes, of course.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Buying us capital. Good luck to you.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, please. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Protect against mold wipe. I can toil beside fire, cold and poison. Wide walking. God knows when to stop those beasts. Couch stealing.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Do anything that will protect against mold wipe. I can toil beside fire, cold and poison. But wide walking. God knows what to stop those beasts. Couch stealing.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
Back for a have at it. Got yourself situated.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yep.
Glad to see you well. Anything more?
How you holding up?
Bishop Alexander was slain by Seegers. Culprits still at large.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
There's a lot of call for the junk you sell, then.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients, and...
vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Bishop Alexander was slain by singers! Culprits still at large!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit...
Until later, then.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere. Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void.
How you
What
holding
kind
up?
of rat would sell such filth?
Not in any
The
mood to
kind that
talk
don't
about
fancy
it.
starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you let that bit in sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
trembling almost as bad as the Lady Vengeance on rough seas. What's that?
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Going to be a grim harvest this year.
Ooh. Yes, yes, burn.
Your kind has been dismembering and burning mine since time immemorial. I must admit, the smell of charred human flesh is so very enticing.
Move along, stranger. Not much to see here, but a bunch of sad saps with... That's what it looks like. We're on our way to Arx to set up shop for Lucian's Day, but there's no hope of that now. Whatever's going on in Paradise Downs has good and blocked the path. And unless you want to get a mouthful of death fog or get carried off by a void woken, there's no other way in. Only hopes that Alexander and the DO will blow through here and sort this mess out. Sure.
The Red Prince stands stunned when he sees the woman you were about to address.
It is she. The woman I've dreamt of since birth. The secret of my soul, my sweet lady, it is an honor.
He approaches her, goes down on one knee, and courteously kisses her hand.
You do not disappoint, my prince. You are every bit the gentleman they said you'd be. How very pleasurable, is it not, to finally meet in the flesh? For it is very much in the flesh that we must meet after all. Become one. Oh, Father. Life shaper. That is what the goddess called you. How good of you, dear prince, that you have come to shape life in me.
He stands up and scrapes his throat, but before he can say anything, she silences him by sliding her hand in his. She looks at you for the first time with a look of understated condescension that could rival the Red Prince's own.
I am Sada, princess of the House of Law. And you interrupt the destined union between the Red Prince and the Red Princess.
Softly, she moves her body against his, puts her arms around his neck, her mouth hot against his ear.
Let's forget for a moment all the forces that drove us here. Shall we, my prince? let us think of nothing but ourselves. One amid a nest of satin. You and I, we know each other like only true lovers do. So at long last, let us become lovers.
By my empire, yes. At long last, we shall become lover. Quite. Why don't you, enjoy a nice stroll? A nice, long stroll, while the lady and I enjoy a more private moment.
Sada smiles at him so endearingly, it almost melts your heart.
Come, my prince. Let's retire to that satin nest of mine. Follow me.
Sada and the Red Prince enter the wagon, close the door behind them. Nothing for it but to wait until they re-emerge. A sound reaches you from the wagon, some kind of moan. You find a nice spot in the shade and close your eyes. When you wake from your nap, you see Sada and the Red Prince exiting the wagon, hand in hand. As Sada and the Red Prince walk down the wagon steps, you suddenly witness a group of lizards appearing as if out of nowhere. Their commander is a vile-looking lizard, his face the very definition of mischief. Chuckling, he addresses the couple.
Well, 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 look who's coming up for air. Mighty powerful noises I heard coming from that there carriage. Teensy bit jealous I am.
Silence! You will bow before us and explain this intrusion, or by the seven I will cut you down where you stand.
My, oh my, you didn't tell Loverboy anything, did you, Dollface? Naughty, naughty. You've been played for a fool, little prince. She's sworn to another. That's right. Your boo is betrothed to a very different kind of king. All she needed from you was a dollop of prophecy juice. I dare say she got it.
You utter villain!
Oh, well spoken. Advice I will duly follow.
The Red Prince gently cups Sada's face in his hands.
Sada, my sweet, our meeting has been shrouded in mystery, but know that I'll do right by you. Know that I love you.
And I love you. Together we will brave it all. Even the king.
Oh, ain't that as sweet as a bowl full of peaches? Hate to be that guy, but I gotta break up the party now. Time for you and your belly full of litter to crawl back to the king, darling. Gonna get me some private time with Prince Charming myself.
He grins widely, revealing rows of blackened teeth.
I've always had a soft spot for red meat.
sense something nearby.
deeper for me.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
Show yourself!
Sure, if we wanted to get eaten by a bleeding void.
Seven, curse these fiends! Sadher, where have you gone?
The Red Prince fondles a satin handkerchief, his face a scowl, his eyes two ember spectres.
She gave me this handkerchief. Something to remember her by. Who would have thought so soon would come our parting? The longing of a lifetime squeezed into a few short hours of perfection. Only to end with blood and bereavement. First you tell me not to trust the word of the bastard that said that, and now you throw his vile accusations in my face. Begone. Your very face is poison to me.
The great creature gives you a disinterested look.
Yeah. For all the good it's done me. Still, can't complain. Leastways I could complain, but no one would listen.
What's this? I found something.
I'm getting paid. Ain't stuck anywhere. Keep your hands off the merchandise or you'll be hearing from me.
Well, howdy there. Nice to see a fresh face among these dour saps. So it is. So it is. But these things never last forever. Either the death fog will blow over, or the fireworks in Paradise Downs will cool off. You'll see. We'll be right as rain before too long.